What do you think about this Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford fight? Now that it's 25 days away. How many days? I don't know how many days away, but yeah, we're less than a month away.
Yeah, it is. Shit, it's a good fight, man. It's a real good fight. I think shit, definitely fight of the year. Matchup wise, I mean, it's 50-50. Like it's you really don't know how it's gonna go until they step up in there. Them the kind of fights I like. So yeah, man, it's a good one.
Okay, when you say fight of the year, you talking about skills, the best pound for pound guys are fighting each other at the closest weight class. Are you talking that? Are you talking the status of the names? Do you feel like it's gonna live to its expectations the way you're saying it? Talk to me.
Yeah, I just think it's a lot on the line for both of them. Like Terrence trying to get the win. If he get the win, this could put him in that all time status. You know what I mean? And you got Canelo, like, damn, I can't lose to this little dude. So it's like, it's pretty much they both, Terrence is he trying to get up on that Mount Rushmore. Then you got Canelo that's damn near like, man, I can't let this little dude beat me. That's gonna could pull his legacy down a little bit. So you got both fighters, they got a different goal, but man, they both real good and both elite. They both at their absolute prime, probably at the best, at the top of their game. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's just a matchup wise, skill wise, all around. Yeah, that's the best matchup right now.
Canelo beats Crawford. What does that do for Canelo? Crawford beats Canelo. What does that do for Crawford?
I think it's how Canelo got to beat Crawford. I don't think he got to like if he could like stop Crawford, like it'll probably look good. But him just winning, I mean, he'd get his props, you know, from dudes like me and you probably. But I mean, it depends how he win. To me, Terrence just got to win. If Terrence win a split decision, he can edge him. If Terrence get the win, it's a win. So, but man, it's one of them fights where man, you got lightweight be on the edge of your seat.
Does this put Crawford does it put his stature anything higher? It got to, right? Like does this do more for Crawford than Canelo? It got to be,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, definitely 168. And it's undisputed. Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah. But with Canelo, I think the fight would be so big just in the public. I like this a crossover type fight. So either way, it's gonna do good for both. But if Crawford win by him not losing and traveling up all them weights and beating him, especially how he beat him, if he beat him convincingly, like easy, I don't think it's gonna be easy. But I'm saying if he beat him clear, like kind of like Floyd did, even though it's a different time that he fighting him, he fighting Canelo at his best. So and he traveling up to 68, no weight clauses or none of that. Man, if he win, I mean, you could argue that he the best fighter of this last era, like this whole past 20, 30 years. You could make that case.
Okay. So do you feel like Canelo loses? This is huge. This is really bad for Canelo. Like if he loses to Terence Crawford
I
due
don't
to the
think it's
fact that
too bad because he still got a lot of wins, but I think you can question, like, damn, he lost to little Terrence, like, but he putting the risk on the line. I mean, see,
you
it's
said
better
it, you
for him to
said it,
fight.
you said it, little Terrence. That's what these guys are gonna say at 68,
Yeah, and then I think even the people from his country gonna be like, but
especially.
yeah, so I think you're gonna have to take him down that ladder a little bit. Even when you look at the Mexico, they got that Mount Rushmore down there too. So
Right.
I don't have him at the top. I got him in
Also,
there.
that one takes him out.
No, not out really, but it'll look like it's mainly the money and the superstardom that put him there. Like me personally, I don't really got him up at the highest because I go way back in it's Mexico after the America. They probably number two in history in boxing.
So
So they got a lot
you
of
got
really
Canelo in your top five, a
probably
Mexican.
10 to 15, 10 maybe. They got too many dudes, like, dating back, you got Salvador and Chavez, and you even got Barrera, Morales, Marquez, and all them type people. So yeah, you could put them in the top 5 to 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like half of those names
He
that you
definitely in there.
mentioned.
But him losing to Terence, I think, I don't know, but I just like that he took the chance because you can't lose or win if you don't play. So he
That's
could have
true.
just been like, I'm glad the dude put the bag up that made him say, all right, let's do it. Because if he ain't do that, he probably wouldn't even have took the risk. So I salute him for putting the fight together. It's gonna be huge for the boxing game.
Keys to victory for Canelo Alvarez. Keys to victory for Terence Crawford in this fight. Does Terence Crawford go in there with the same mentality as he had with all his opponents fighting a Canelo Alvarez? And also knowing that Canelo Alvarez has been active, more active, having that fight with William Skull, and not necessarily been in the tabloids, drinking, golfing, but looking at his shape looked like he'd already been there for a while already, since like seeing videos of him 2 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think the key for victory on both, man, is damn they're the same, man. They both got similar styles as far as they real good at adapting. So really, they got to both go in on that night and just see what's there. Like I don't even think it's a game plan. Of course, my game plan for Canelo would be to try to break Crawford down, and to try to catch him in between shots if he can. But at the same time, now Terrence, I wouldn't trade. I select my punches real smart. I probably wouldn't throw too many combinations. I just pack them here and there and just see how it go and see if Canelo get tired later in the fight. He kind of get, that's one of his Achilles heels, getting tired late. But both of them kind of the same when it comes to just getting there and adapting. So if really they just gonna have to let the bell ring and see what's what, because neither one of them know what it is until they get up in there. He might get in there and Terrence might shock him with his power, or he might do something that people never really did to Canelo, like go to his body. I never really seen Canelo get hit in the body like that because dudes be so much taller than him that he fight. So I don't really remember seeing him getting hit in the body. Or Canelo or counter you because he's smart. So they both good, real good counter punchers. That's where they kind of got the similarity. They real good counter punchers. So I think they both gonna be looking at catching each other off them mistakes. So I think it's gonna start off a little slow, but I think Terrence should kind of start early and just outpoint him. Not really go for the big shots because we already seen Canelo take triple G shots. He took light heavyweight shots, so I wouldn't even go for the knockout unless you see it. Unless you see something. So if I was Terrence, I'd just outpoint him and throw volume, but not too many combinations. Just one, two at a time, maybe three. Use the ring smart. Use the ring a little bit, not moving too much, because you want to. And it's Terrence always in great shape, so we ain't gotta worry about that. But Canelo, yeah, he got to cut the ring off, and he got to try to hurt Terrence. If he don't hurt Terrence, I don't really know how he beat him. If he don't really make Terrence think twice, like damn, fighters always know when they up in there, like if it might be too much for him. But if he got to make Terrence feel that he too strong and he hit too hard, he got to put him in a kind of a in the mode of surviving. That's where he need to put Terrence to win. If he can't
And
do
that's
that,
not hard for Canelo.
it could be though, because if Terrence in there and he like, oh, this sweet. Like if he feel it and he like, oh, this ain't nothing, then it all depends what he hit. He gotta get his respect kind of early, but at the same time, if he don't, then Terrence get brave and he get to feeling it. But that's why the fight is good, man, because it matter who wake up on the right side of the bed that day. It's a lot of factors that apply too when they get up in there. But man, they both excellent fighters, so I think this gonna be a skilled, violent chess match. Both of them, just looking for counters. It's gonna be a good fight.